Hi everyone, it's Jenny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Whimsy stamps and I'm using one of Chrissy's images. This is Penguin Loves Bunny. This is the most adorable image I have ever seen. Seriously, was so excited to get this one all coloured up and had all these ideas in my mind, and this card turned out exactly as I had expected. So my main aim was to get this bunny as fluffy as can be. So I had this great idea of, once I had him or her coloured up, it should be a her, shouldn't it? It's pink. Is to use my colourless blender to make it fluffy. So what I did was I just kept dotting it with the colourless blender, pushing the colour out but not out of the image, just to create that fluffiness. And I'm so happy with it. It turned out exactly like I was expecting, which is fantastic. So that's what my plan was with this image. I did want to try and keep it a pretty plain and simple card, or clean and simple as we call it in the crafting world. Wanted the image to be the main thing on the card, so I didn't want to overwhelm it with sentiments and things like that, but I did end up actually adding a sentiment onto this card. So I don't have photos here, but I will add another photo at the end of the video of it redone with the sentiment on it. So that was just something, I just kept looking at it on my desk, and the more I looked at it, the more it needed a sentiment. So I will show you photos of that at the end of the video, and you can check those out there. So here I am adding all of that dotted detail in. I'm literally just dotting it. That's it. It pushes the color around to create the whiteness, and that's what gave it the fluffiness to the little bunny. Adding some grey onto his feet and blending that out to create the whiteness. Just going back in there, I forgot to do his tail. I thought it was part of the penguin for some reason, and adding the fluffiness to that as well. So that's my bunny all done. So now I'm going to go in and colour up my penguin, who is just gorgeous as always. So I'm just working my way through, colouring all of those white areas first, just so that I don't pull any of the black markers into the white areas. So now I'm going to go section by section. I'm using my C markers to get the look of the black. And I do end up replacing the C8 with an N8. My C8 marker was getting a little bit low, and it was also getting a little bit sticky, so I just started using the N8, and I'll fix the C marker up later. Leaving in all of those white areas that Chrissy designs within the images. I'm hopeless with adding things like that in, but I'm doing my best. And Chrissy leaves all those spots white so that you can see where they need to go. Going in, giving some little orange feet. And then I will start working on the top section. I like going section by section when I'm colouring. Just gives things a chance to dry before you start colouring next to them. So this is my image almost complete. It took me a while because I had to get all of that bunny dry before I could go back in again. And then I'll get started with the card. For pattern papers today, I am using I don't even know what papers I used. I didn't write it down for this one for some reason, but it was an old paper pad. It's not something that you'll be able to get anyway, but I just liked all the little pastels and things in the paper. So I added some Wink of Stella to the image there, and I forgot to add some shadow in, so I'm going back in and doing that now. So that's my bunny all coloured up, my penguin all done. So now I'm going to get the card process started. So folding down my Kucha Creations card base, and I'm just adding a couple of layers of the patterned papers in. Can't have a card without a doily, so I'm adding one of those in as well. So I had these little hatchlings dies from Lawn Fawn, so I'm using some of the patterned papers in that pad to cut out my little Easter eggs there. So I run those through my Big Shot, just using some of those patterned papers. Using some American Tombow Mono Multi Add Liquid Adhesive just to pop everything down, just because that's what I had sitting there. I'm adding some extra white cardstock in behind my image, and then I decided to add some purple in as well just to mat it up a little bit more using my Scotch ATG to pop everything down. Oh, sorry guys, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm exhausted. My stepdaughter decided to have her alarms going off on her iPad at ridiculous hours this morning. So I'm just decorating the inside of the card as well. I wanted to leave that on the video for you so you could see. I'd usually just use a few of the leftovers from the front of the card for that. And then I'll usually add just a white rectangle or a white square in the center for people to write on. So that's my card pretty much complete. I thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. And I will see you next time. Bye.